In a recent video, I outlined the differences between superfoods and junk foods, and I actually went into detail about why certain foods are considered superfoods and other foods are considered junk foods. So if you haven't seen that video, be sure to check it out. In this video, I'm going to be counting down the top 10 superfoods that I would recommend for all of you. And in another video, we'll count down the top 10 worst junk foods that you should be avoiding. So go ahead, watch that other video if you haven't yet, and definitely stay tuned for my top 10 superfoods. So go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know what you think the number one superfood is going to be. And I'm going to go ahead and start counting down with number 10, honey and bee pollen. Now, bee pollen and honey have been used in a myriad of different cultures for a myriad of different uses. Honey has been known to be put on cuts or abrasions, burns, things like that to help expedite the healing process. Honey has 5 to 7 times more protein than beef. Now, when we talk about protein, I think it gets confusing for a lot of people because we just kind of assume that, protein comes from meat. But the truth is that protein comes from a lot of different sources, and honey is actually a really great source for protein. People who have allergies or sinus congestion, hay fever, things like that, have also reported that their allergies significantly improve when they begin eating raw local honey. And there's a lot of reasons behind that, but in general, honey is known to help with inflammation and other problems like that that cause allergies. So this is a great one. Not only does it taste absolutely delicious, but it has a whole lot of health benefits and is going to be way better than just using sugar, and definitely better than an artificial sweetener. Number 9, I want to talk about sea vegetables. And I've kind of lumped a couple different foods into the category of sea vegetables because they are so important. Now, it's important to realize that foods that come from the ocean are considered to be some of the most nutritionally dense foods there are, period. They contain all kinds of minerals, phytonutrients, vitamins, and nutrients that we really don't get from foods that don't come from the ocean. So one really great example is spirulina. Now, spirulina has been consumed as far back as the 9th century in Chad. They actually have records that people were eating spirulina then. Spirulina is a blue-green algae, and typically when you buy it, it'll either come in a pill form or in a powdered form that you can add to smoothies really easily. And some of the benefits of spirulina, it's got a lot of protein, and it has, again, a whole lot of vitamin A, beta vitamins, things like that, that are really going to help you nutritionally pack some more nutrition into the foods you're eating. Another sea vegetable is nori, or seaweed, and that's the black sheets that they use to wrap sushi with. And nori has actually been found to assist with weight loss and assist with minimizing cellulite. You can even buy bath salts that have this nori in them that can be really beneficial to your skin. Also, again, tons of nutrients, even some protein, and a great thing to start incorporating into your diet. Number 8 is berries. And again, I'm going to lump a lot of different berries into this one category because I want you guys to realize that all of the berries are superfoods. Blueberries, blackberries, cranberries, they have a lot of antioxidants, they have fiber, they have some good essential fatty acids, and the more that you can incorporate berries into your diet is going to be really good. They're great to add to cereal, great to add to smoothies, and all of the berries have a lot of good properties to them. Now, in particular, I do want to mention the acai berry because it's been getting a lot of hype recently, and there's the acai weight loss diet plan and stuff like that. And I'm not going to necessarily speak to that. There's a lot of research out there you can do yourself on the acai berry and weight loss. But I do want you to know that the acai berry contains anywhere from 10 to 30 times the amount of antioxidants as contained in red wine. So for people who talk about the health benefits of red wine, it's because of the antioxidants. And a cool thing about the acai berry is that it has 10 to 30 times more antioxidants than wine. Another popular berry is the goji berry. Again, a berry with a really long history. And it's estimated that the goji berry has 500 times more vitamin C than an orange, and more vitamin C than any other fruit or vegetable total. So berries, a great way to get action-packed nutrition into your food. They taste great and they're wonderful to add to the foods you're already eating. Number 7 is the coconut. The coconut has a lot of awesome uses. You can actually crack a coconut open and drink the juice and scoop out the coconut meat. And you can also use coconut oil. And I use coconut oil in place of butter and in place of cooking oils. And it is a really great healthful oil. So here's why the coconut is so awesome. Coconut water contains a huge amount of electrolytes, which are basically little minerals that help your body get energy to all of your different cells. And it's one of the reasons that they put electrolytes into sports drinks. But the cool thing about coconut water is there's no sugar, it's not processed, there's no chemicals. And so, especially for athletes, instead of reaching for a Powerade or a Gatorade or something, I would encourage you to reach for coconut water because it has a huge amount of electrolytes that will really help your body harness the energy it needs. Now, coconut oil has a huge amount of high quality fats, the kind of fats that your body needs to create all of your cells, all of your cell membranes. And so incorporating more of those healthy fats into your diet is really beneficial. And then it's also beneficial because you're going to be using coconut oil instead of butter and instead of margarine and instead of canola or cottonseed oils, these oils that really don't have healthful fats in them. So the coconut is number 7, and I would suggest you run to the store and grab one right now. Superfood number 6 is the avocado. Now, avocados are one of my favorite foods, but they also are a superfood because they contain a whole lot of essential fatty acids, which are the good fats that our bodies need in order to build our cell membranes and actually function the way that we're supposed to. They contain over a dozen different minerals, vitamin A, folate, fiber, and in general are going to offer you with a food that is filling, that tastes really good as well, and that isn't going to contribute to a whole lot of calories. And while some people, kind of back off of avocados because they do contain a relatively high amount of fat, I want you to realize that the fat contained in an avocado is the fat that your body needs, and the kind of fat that your body will actually be able to use. So it's not fat that's going to go straight to your thighs, it's fats that your body's going to be able to use, break down, and digest, and that your body absolutely needs to remain healthy. Number 5 is beans. And again, I've kind of lumped all the beans into one category. Pinto beans, black beans, kidney beans, garbanzo beans. All of these beans have different nutritional properties and different nutritional benefits, and it's good to get a wide variety of them in your diet. And one of the reasons I added them to this list is because I think that beans are a pretty neglected part in the modern American diet. And I'm just going to come right out and say it. It's because people think that beans give you gas. And I just want to clarify that one of the reasons that people think that beans give you gas is because they contain a lot of fiber, and fiber helps your digestive tract. But let me tell you, your digestive tract is a lot healthier if you have some gas than if you have no movement in your digestive tract at all. I also just want to say that you're going to have way stinkier gas if you're eating processed foods like Big Macs and fast foods than if you eat a natural food, even if it is a bean. Beans contain a whole lot of vitamins, a whole lot of protein, a whole lot of fiber. They're great to add to a salad or add to a stew, add to something that might not be as filling otherwise, and a great superfood to add into your diet. Superfood number 4 is again kind of a group of foods. It's the nuts and the seeds. So hemp seed is a really popular superfood. Flaxseed is another one. And in general, the thing to know about the nuts and seeds is that they contain a whole lot of essential fatty acids. They contain some protein, and in general, they're going to contribute to your body getting a good amount of balanced fats, and they're also going to help you fill up. So throwing a handful of Brazil nuts or pecans or walnuts or almonds, another really, really good beneficial nut, is a great way to kind of add a little bit more bulk to a salad or a soup or something like that. And nut butters, again, is a great way to get some fiber, get some protein, get a whole lot of antioxidants, and they taste great also. Number 3, I want to talk about something that's not actually a food. It's herbal tea. And you've got black tea, green tea, and you have, when you start looking at it, a whole lot of different teas, and they all vary in their nutritional benefits and the flavors. But a cool thing about herbal tea is that they contain a whole lot of antioxidants. So antioxidants, something I've mentioned a couple times in this video. And just to kind of recap, the reason that we want to have antioxidants in our diet is because the natural process of aging creates a lot of kind of chemical leftovers. And these chemical leftovers, when they're just lurking around in our body, are what cause aging, are what cause rust on a surface, or what causes an apple to kind of get brown after you've cut it open. So having antioxidants in the diet actually combats that chemical leftovers and helps you stay young. It helps keep your skin looking good. It helps actually fight internally as well. So adding more antioxidants into your diet is a great idea. And one of the reasons that I put tea on this list is because I would really love for you guys to start replacing your coffee with tea. A lot of people drink huge amounts of coffee, and I know a lot of people that drink more coffee than water throughout the day. And not only is coffee dehydrating to you, it also is kind of acid forming in the body. It's important to know that it just kind of dehydrates you. So you want to be drinking a lot more water. And if you can start drinking an herbal tea in the place of coffee, that'll be a great choice for you as well. Superfood number 2 is the leafy green vegetables. And that includes your kale, spinach, lettuce, parsley, dandelion greens, you name it. All of those leafy green vegetables are really, really healthful. And you probably don't need me to tell you that. But again, broccoli, asparagus as well, I would kind of include in this list of really healthful leafy greens. And some of the reasons that these are considered to be superfoods is that kale actually is considered to be the most nutritionally dense food that there is, period. It has more iron than beef. It has anti-inflammatory effects. And just in general, eating more leafy green vegetables is going to help regulate your blood pressure. It's going to help support your immune system, your circulation. It's going to help keep your glycemic index regulated. So if you're diabetic, then incorporating more leafy greens is a really good idea. They taste great. In future videos, I'll show you some recipe ideas on how you can incorporate more leafy greens into your diet, but it's something I would recommend doing as soon as possible. Superfood number 1, it's chocolate. Well, to be exact, it's the cacao nut. And I want to clarify, because the Hershey bar, the Snickers bar are not superfoods. If you want to get the superfood benefits from eating chocolate, you need to make sure that you get the 100% cacao nibs. You can also get a cacao powder. But you should know that cacao itself is actually kind of bitter. And until you add some sugar and some milk, it can be a little hard to take. But again, driving home the point, a milk chocolate bar, a Hershey's bar, a Snickers bar is not going to contain the antioxidants that make cacao a superfood. So if you are interested in eating some dark chocolate, you should look for either 60%, even 70% dark chocolate bars, or again, get the nibs or the powder to add to shakes, smoothies, things like that, because cacao has a huge amount of antioxidants, iron, magnesium, and in general is a delicious and very healthful food. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really hope that you learned about some new foods, or maybe just learned the health benefits of foods you're already eating. In a future video, I'm going to count down the top 10 worst junky McJunk foods. So if you have an idea about a food that should go in that video, be sure to leave it in the comments below. And in another video, I'm going to ask, is it possible to become addicted to junk food the same way that we can become addicted to drugs? I actually have some evidence indicating that they might be purposefully engineering the food to be addictive. And I hope you'll subscribe to our channel so that you can be sure to catch that video and all of our other future videos. Thanks a bunch, and I'll see you soon.